Felt like I was on a losing streak, but now I feel like a winner since you walked through my door.
Champagne, kisses, my wishful thoughts declare what this is. A gift that keeps on giving like never before.
And I need it just because need you in the best way, baby.
And I want it just because.
Feeling like it's more than, baby. You light up my love that you didn't know never let you go. And it keeps on getting brighter. Pain inside of me could not explain the dark clouds over me. But when we laughed, I saw so clear a brand new day.
Your smile is wider too, so obvious it's been a change in you. But will it last? That's not a question for us to ask.
And we need it just because. Making love is not enough. And we want it just because. Better to let love make us. You light up my love that you didn't know never let you go. And it keeps on getting brighter. Bright as the sunny side of the moon. Never thought love would come this soon. It just keeps on getting brighter.
Even on days when we don't speak, darkness makes our souls get weak.
It just keeps on getting brighter. It just keeps on getting brighter. It just keeps on getting brighter. How we do?
Pretty good. I really enjoyed the performance.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is Kam's first video, and she's traditionally a live performer, so she was good, but if you really want to see her in action, you got to come to one of her shows.
And Kam, could you tell us where you'll be performing or how we would find out information on your next live performance?
You can go to my Facebook page, and my first name is spelled K-A-M, and my last name is Showers, like the rain showers, S-H-O-W-E-R-S, and that's my Facebook page. And my Instagram, it's backwards. It's Showers, S-H-O-W-E-R-S, Kam, K-A-M.
Welcome to Cameron Wade's Lemonade. Tonight's special guest is Kinga Sherrill, a licensed professional counselor. Kinga is going to help us address a very serious subject, suicide.
Now, before you change channels on us, give us a few minutes to give you some information that could save the life of a friend, a family member, or even yourself. And after this segment is done, we're going to play a related music video that was produced with a little help from our friends. Kinga, what does a licensed professional counselor do?
Professional counselor and a licensed clinical social worker or licensed marriage and family therapist. We all do the same basic things. So they're the two different things. We help people with symptoms and or problems and or symptoms.
It's been 1 year since the World Health Organization has declared COVID-19 a pandemic, a year of sickness, death, and a depressing financial crisis. Have you or any of your colleagues seen a rise in suicides in the past year?
There has actually statistically not been very much more than maybe 1%. But it's hard to gauge, overall. But in the United States, it hasn't been very high uptick in suicide rates themselves, but there have been upticks in suicidal ideation, meaning people having thoughts about it, or attempts.
A friend of mine took her own life in 2020. We had a phone conversation a couple of weeks before she passed away. I didn't detect anything like depression in that conversation. As a matter of fact, it was quite upbeat. Kinga, what are the signs displayed by someone who might be having suicidal thoughts?
Often people will have suicidal thoughts and no one else will know. So when you encounter someone who is depressed or sad or distraught, the best thing to do is to ask directly. To ask, do you think about killing yourself? It actually gives permission to the person to talk about it.
Okay.
And it lets the person know that you're willing and you're open to talking about it, because when they can talk about it, they can let all this stuff out, all these thoughts and these feelings out. Mm-hmm. And then they don't feel so pressured. Usually people who think about killing themselves are not really wanting to die. They're not really wanting to be dead. They just want the pain to stop.
Kinga, how should we as individuals handle suicidal thoughts?
So suicidal thoughts are actually ways of again, wanting the pain to stop. So I'm carrying all this pain. I don't know what to do with it. I'm in such distress that I, start thinking about sometimes it could be thoughts like, I wish the earth would just open up and swallow me and cover me up, and then everything would be fine. Or I'm in this plane, and if this plane just dives and crashes, then I'll die in an airplane crash and everything will be fine. That's not, but then there's active suicidal thoughts where I'm thinking about actually killing myself. I'm actually thinking about hanging myself or getting a gun and killing. I actually have thoughts about how, what I would want to do. The most important thing to do is to reach out for help, is to talk to someone who can listen, talk to someone who cares, someone who can refer you to some resources. I emailed you some resources. The best thing that people can do is to reach out, talk about what they're going through, and to know that they're not alone. A person who is contemplating suicide feels very alone. If you're going to ask someone if they're thinking, hurting themselves or killing themselves, it's best to do it in private and to let them know that you're there to help them. Maybe get on the suicide the lifeline with them. Mm-hmm. To let them know that they're not alone. Right. That someone does, care enough to listen to them and to not try to change their mind or not try to convince them otherwise. Right. Not try to talk them out of, how precious life is and all that. That's not what they need to hear. They just need to have someone listen.
Thanks so much for sharing that information, Kinga.
Absolutely. I think we may have helped some people today. Now, once again, my favorite artist, Cameron Wade, performing his song, 6 Feet Under.
We've got to live through the heartache, live through the pain, live though the sorrow will come back again. At 6 feet under, there's no place to fall. For suicide never solves nothing at all. The solution for living is to end all that is known. He wants this world to disappear, because they don't like your song. But just like every other artist, his creations are not his own. His work is for those who will be inspired even after he's gone. We've got to live through the heartache, live through the pain, live through the sorrow. We'll come back again at 6 feet under. There's no place to fall. For suicide never solved nothing at all. She's such a beautiful creature. How could she ever be sad? Well, she's been turning tricks for many years. The very first one was her dad. But even she can change a story from hell to heaven inside. She wanted to die, but then closed her eyes and woke to a new morning light. We've got to live through the heartache, live through the pain, live through the sorrow. We'll come back again at 6 feet under. There's no place to fall, for suicide never solved nothing at all. We've got to live through the heartache, live through the pain, live through the sorrow. We'll come back again at 6 feet under. There's no place to fall, 'cause suicide never solved nothing at all. We've got to live through the heartache, live through the pain, live through the sorrow. We'll come back again at 6 feet under. There's no place to fall, 'cause suicide never solved nothing at all. We've got to live through the heartache, live through the pain, live through the sorrow. We'll come back again at 6 feet under. There's no place to fall, 'cause suicide never solved nothing at all.